Yours good for buying. We're here with two altar films, short horror films. Yes, we have a altar double header. This horror film is called The Groot in the Grotto. The Grot in the Ghetto. I'm probably in the Grotto. I'm probably still pronouncing that wrong, but without further ado, let's get in this. I thought I'm off tomorrow, so I go ahead and get some rest recording. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'll link to the original video in the description below. Support the original source. Make sure that like, share, and subscribe.
Process just after Halloween.
Okay.
We carry on until either there's none left on the streets, or until Mr. Debenham tells us to stop. The first step's persuading.
You picking up homeless people?
Door, of course, but well, the guard comes down and their hopes come up once the surviving Spice Girls have switched on the local lights. Once they're inside the facility, it's simply a matter of following the process. Sit them down in a big...
Y'all do some SCP type stuff?
Very similar to the one they'll have once they're in the Grotto. And then we begin phase one.
Eating grapes.
The phrase we most commonly hear at this point is, I haven't seen this much food in ages. And so they guzzle it, every morsel, very swiftly.
Yeah, they're homeless.
One recruit last year didn't even bother with the silver. Bless him. Just picked up the plate and tipped the whole lot down his gob. Once they
usually gonna be picky when they're homeless.
Give them another, piping hot, not a second between seconds. Now, there does tend to be a little waver at that point, but they do always eat the second one voluntarily.
Mm.
They do usually refuse the third one at first. Well, not refuse per se. They ask if they can take it away with them. They haven't realized yet. So we explain to them.
This actor, I love him. This narrator, whatever.
They can't have it.
Love him.
That usually does the trick. The phrase we most commonly hear at that point is, I couldn't eat like this every day. But they can. We just haven't proven it to them yet. It's after their third helping that we offer them the contract. Room and board, more money than the big issue can offer, and for far less work. And the second they've agreed to every clause, well, then the festive season can begin.
Oh. In the world are they doing? Huh? Santa? You scuba glue.
Why don't we just hire actors? Surely they're even more desperate for work than homeless people. Well, that is true. But we have a government mandate to fulfill, getting the people who really need it the most back into work. And that mandate doesn't really stretch to the arts. In any case, we pride ourselves on...
So how is that less work? That doesn't look like less work.
They'll know if it's an actor behind the beard. And when they find out he's not real, it breaks their little hearts. I have seen it happen.
Check it again.
Confusion, betrayal. They can't understand why their parents lied to them for so many years. What else were they lying about? How many strangers' laps were they deceived into sitting on? It's for those children, your children across the country, that I found it.
Oh God, getting him fat like
For their
Santa.
sakes, it's not enough for them to believe he's Santa. Santa has to believe it too.
Wow.
The process usually takes 3 to 4 weeks, depending on their resilience. Once they're good and ready, we ship them off to grottos up and down the country. The most authentic Santas money can buy. And as for the most common phrase we hear at that point, well, I'm sure you can guess what that is.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Come December 27th, mind you, they have, of course, fulfilled their contractual obligations, and so we simply release them from their employment and put them back where they were in the first place. We do give them their pay, of course, and a little bottle of sherry as a parting gift.
Okay.
The rest of the season, they do begin to wilt.
I mean, they
Excess weight
don't have any
and
money.
turkey can usually sustain them until February at least.
I mean, well, they have money, but then, you know,
Many of them
it
are
only can last
usually
us so
real
long.
for the rest of the year.
Don't know how much you're giving.
Last July, trying to give passing school children a Christmas present that he'd made out of an old shoe and some vomit, presumably his own. Then the summer passes, of course. The leaves turn to brown and then fall. And then it's Halloween again. We usually start the process just after Halloween and carry on until either there's none left on the streets or until Mr. Debenham tells us to stop.
Whew. That was powerful right there. That was, okay. Groot. That has been also the Groot in the Grotto. So it seemed like they was getting people off the street to be Santa. They still paid them for them, even though they literally enslaved their minds to make them do it, and forced them to gain so much weight and made them really think that they was actually Santa, to the point where they couldn't function outside of Christmas, where they couldn't be Santa. Terrible thing. It has a positive impact, but still doesn't outweigh what the person had to go through for it. But I like that. I like these types of things that make you think about, like, is it really worth it or not to do that? It's still wrong. I get what you're doing, you know. The idea was just, but execution, no. But let me know what you think. Hit like button, share, subscribe. Link to the original video in the description below. It's from the people at Alter, who never cease to put out great content. Till then, like, share, subscribe, deuces. Much love.